back on YouTube. I am so happy to be back. And because of that, I have something for you to ponder. So, yes, it's been a while since I last made my YouTube video. I hope you watch it. And yeah, I'm so excited and this calls for a celebration. Yay! It's good to be back online. Anyway, so if you are someone who would like to take a speaking exam in the future, all right? Anybody who would like to take IELTS speaking, TOEFL, TOEIC speaking, or probably Cambridge speaking, this is actually a right video for you. So please do not hesitate to stick around and watch until the end of the video because you'll definitely learn a lot of things from this. Alright, this is intended for people who would like to get into universities, especially those that require um, English certifications, and for people who are seeking for a job right now and who wish to somehow get into an international company that requires them to be fluent in English, this is the right video for you. So if you are excited to know more about this, stick around and do not, do not, do not stop watching. Alright, before we proceed, please do not forget to hit like and share and subscribe so that you can somehow see my future videos and click on the bell notification below for you to be notified for my upcoming videos. So, are you ready? Let's get it on. All right. Thank you so much for staying. And again, welcome to Get Tinsified, the first and official YouTube channel of myenglishtsensei.com. My name is Bettina and I will be your English trainer for today. All right. As promised, I will be discussing 5 easy steps on how you can prepare for your speaking exam. Again, this video is intended for people who are planning to take their speaking exams, regardless whether it would be for Cambridge, for TOEFL, for TOEIC, or even IELTS exam. This goes also to the students, high school students who would somehow take their Maturita exams in the future. Although there is a slight difference, but watch out for my upcoming videos for that as well. Okay? But for the meantime, if you are very much ready to start our conversation or our topic for today, please have a pen and paper ready so that you can somehow take note of the things that I will be sharing you about. Okay, as we move on to the topic, I will definitely share 5 steps on how you can prepare for your speaking exam. Alright, the first one is, please know the time requirement of the exam. Okay, what do you mean by time requirement? Majority of the speaking exams normally requires a time frame for you to answer a single question. Some exam requires a minimum of 1.5 minutes to at least 3 minutes max. Alright, but I normally tell students to practice to always answer simple questions of at least 2 minutes. The more the better. Okay, this would make you safe, all right, when it comes to making sure that you will pass the exam. Okay, and don't worry because these methods that I will be providing you will definitely guarantee you to pass the exam. So if you would like to pass it, to nail it, I will tell you this works. And how did I know that? You might want to ask my students. They all they always use the same product. No, not product, but I mean the same strategy or formula that I provided them to take their, English speaking exams. And normally, most of them get a passing grade by just taking it once. Alright, there might be some people who didn't get it by chance, but it only boils down to probably their accent, or probably they feel a little bit nervous, but nonetheless, they were able to pass the exam using this particular method. So, stick around and continue watching. Okay, so again, the first tip is for you to know the time requirement. Alright, as I mentioned, most of the exams will let you know how long you would need to answer a question. Say there would be an instructions on the exam itself that says, answer the following question in 2 minutes. Or they would say that this would require you to speak continuously in 2 minutes time or in 3 minutes time. And also, if you will be taking it in a formal setting, in a formal school, or probably online, there are also instructions that you want to take note of. So don't be afraid to ask if you are unsure. Okay, again, know your time requirement. Number 2, all right, always be prepared. OMG, this is very, very important. Why? Because you don't want to go there, whether it's going to be an online exam or a physical exam, you don't want to go there unprepared. Because when you do, you might be expecting to have a not so good results at the end. So if I were you, prepare. And how will you be able to prepare for that? Practice. As I always say, practice makes perfect. Consistency is the key. It might sound really, really corny, but it works. Yes, consistency is the key. If you're going to practice today, don't slouch tomorrow. You have to practice, practice, and practice. It doesn't matter whether you practice for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for an hour or 2 hours, it doesn't matter. For as long as you practice every single time, every day, it will definitely boost your confidence and at the same time your preparedness for the particular exam. Okay, number 3. Oh my god, we're halfway over. But then number 3 is very important for me as well. Why? Because number 3 is believe in yourself. I always do this. If I wanted to get something that I really like, I would definitely claim it. Claim it. Say that you will win it. You will get it. You will pass it. You need a lot of affirmation to make you believe that this is possible. That passing the speaking exam is possible. Remember that mind is powerful. If you think that you will pass the exam, you will definitely pass it. But if you think that you won't pass it, that you won't get a passing grade for that, then most probably it will somehow affect your performance for the exams. So if I were you, believe in yourself. As early as now, claim it. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to keep your faith that you will do good in the exam. And I assure you, it works a lot. Alright, it might sound corny, but it's real. Yes, okay. Number 4. Do not stop talking until you were told to stop. Okay? There are exams that are facilitated with an evaluator or a facilitator. So that means that you would be talking or you would be assessed by a live person. But there are also exams that are done online or via automated system. So if that would be the case, wait until that person say, okay, thank you, that's enough. Let's proceed to the next topic. That's your cue. But as long as you do not hear those words, as long as you do not hear those cues, do not stop talking. All right? Avoid necessary fillers like the ums, these things, because this will affect your ratings or the results of your speaking assessment. All right? Never ever have some long dead airs like, oh, I like this because that is, oh, because I like it, because I like the color pink. No, you shouldn't do that. All right? So try to eliminate dead airs. Okay? How do you eliminate dead airs? I will discuss that to you with our next videos. Okay? But, as I mentioned, do not stop unless someone told you to stop. When it comes to an automated system, probably you would hear a beep sound. Like when you were talking about um, something else as your answer, and then suddenly you'd hear, "Toot." Thank you. Question number 2. Alright, I don't want to sound like an automated system, but you would definitely hear a toot sound. It's like in an answering machine or a voicemail. Alright? It definitely gives you a hint or a sound that can actually tell you that it's over, time's up, done. Okay. So remember your cues and do not stop until someone or something stop you from talking. All right. And the final and last tip that I will be giving you, that would be our tip number 5. This is something that I made up. All right. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. In all honesty, I'm not quite sure whether other teachers are using the same, but I use this formula to almost all of the 4 key skills in English. All right. I call this the 3-3 formula. All right. What is the 3-3 formula? That's what you have to find out. So please prepare your pen and paper, as I mentioned, because 3-3 means 3 answers and 3 reasons to justify your answers. All right. Again, 3 answers and 3 reasons to justify your answers. Okay, now you might want to ask me, Tins, how does it work? Okay, again, our goal is for you to talk spontaneously. For you to talk spontaneously in English for more than 2 minutes. All right, not just 2 minutes, but a little over 2 minutes will be okay. All right, and how are you going to do that? If you're a person who is having a difficulty expressing yourself in English, this is not an easy job. This is not something that you can just do in a snap. So even if the questions are very basic, you still couldn't think, all right, quickly about your answers. So what you have to do is to initially think of 3 answers, quick answers right away. All right? Why? Because some exams only give you a minute or 30 seconds to prepare for your answer. And there's no way that you would be able to formulate an answer by sentences as soon as possible. That's super impossible. Alright, but what you can do is to find your keywords or you find your main ideas. Like, for example, let's say that the question for the speaking exam would be, what do you usually do on your free time? Again, what do you usually do on your free time? Alright, for some people, that's so basic. Anybody can answer that. But yes, it's a basic question. It's an usual question that we normally hear on job interviews or introducing yourself in a class or things things are that are similar to that. But for someone who is not native speaker, who is not an English speaker, it would be difficult. And how are they going to express themselves is would be something hard for them. So I formulated this formula so that they can use it in times of need. And again, I use this in all four key skills in English: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And now, all right, so what is 3-3 formula again? It's easy. Again, as I mentioned, that's three answers and three reasons to justify your answers. Let me repeat. Three answers and three reasons to justify your answers. Tins, how am I going to do that? Now let's go back to the question. The question I said earlier was, what do you usually do when you have free time? Now let's go ahead and try to check. Alright, so let's think. Let's try to figure out what would be my answers first. Okay? So let's say that my answer would be 1. I like to play the piano. 2. I like to paint. 3. I like to watch Netflix. That sounds crazy, Tins, because when I say those answers, it will only take me less than a minute. Oh yes, you are correct. It will only take you less than a minute to say those three answers. But remember, there's still another three that you have to think about. 3 reasons to justify your answers. And at this moment, I want you to get your mobile phone, all right? Get your mobile phone and put it on a stopwatch, all right? And I want you to time my answer because I will be um, stating my answers with the three things that I mentioned before and the reasons why I like it. And I can guarantee you that it will go over 2 minutes by just making or using that formula. Okay? So if you want to pass this exam, if you want to ace that exam, use and practice this method because this will help you a lot on that. Alright, so ready? Before we do that, let me ask you to do the same thing. So if you're on your mobile phone trying to open up your stopwatch already, try to do it with me. Alright, think about your answers too, about the same question. And then let's do it together. Okay? So let me try it for you. Okay, ready? Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and press the play button here as well. So everybody can do this simultaneously. Alright, so let's press the play button. 1, 2, 3, and go. Alright, timer is running. Hi, thank you so much for that wonderful question. What will I do if I have some free time? Well, I normally want to play the piano. 1. Why? Because I like music. I like connecting to music, and playing piano gives me reasons to be connected back to music. I remember when I was a child, maybe I was in kindergarten, I normally play piano every after school. So I miss that feeling, and whenever I have some spare time, then I probably want to play piano instead. Also, I want painting. I like painting. I like playing with colors too. Why? Because colors are fantastic. You know, it brightens up the day of everybody. So mixing and um, matching colors are something that fascinate me. It attracts me. And I also like the feeling when I get to see my artwork on my wall. So that that kind of feel good. So I like it. The last one is that I like watching Netflix. 3. Why? Who doesn't want Netflix? Everybody loves Netflix, right? So I like watching Netflix because not only that I watch it for entertainment purposes, but also I usually get English learnings or language learnings because of that. I am a fan of Korean novella. So sometimes whenever I wanted to, let's say, learn some Korean words, I watch Korean series. Or if I wanted to teach students what movie to watch or what series to look forward for, I normally suggest them to watch a particular movie or series as well. This can help them improve their listening skills, their comprehension by just listening to different accents and different English sounds because of some English programs. And not only that, they can also practice their reading skills because on Netflix they do have subtitles, right? So that's what I usually do when I have some free time. So I hope I was able to make it more than 2 minutes. And the timer stops now. All right, let's go ahead and try to check. Voila, I got 2 minutes and 55 seconds. 2 minutes and 55 seconds. I told you, you don't really have to be scared about this. Alright? You can do it. You just have to believe in yourself. Alright? So, speaking of something or answering a question that you know nothing about will not make you less of a person. What you just need to do is to answer it from the heart. Okay, I know that there are some questions that are literally out of the blue. And also, there are some topics that you might not be familiar with. So, what you do is that you just have to connect to it. All right? Put yourself in the situation where you know it. All right? As they always say, fake it till you make it. But of course, that's not a golden rule. But at least if you know a little bit of everything, it will be very easy for you to ace this. But the most important part is that you are able to express yourself longer than you can expect. All right, longer than expected. You have to be uh, you have to be the better version of yourself every day. So do not ever feel um, low or feel bad if you are not able to express yourself easily in English. You're not the only one. There are also lots of people who are feeling the same way, but it takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of consistency. And before we end the class, before we end this video, I would like to end this with a good note. All right, I don't know if you can see, but there you go. On my shirt, it says keep going. All right, can you see? It says keep going. All right, so never stop learning. Okay? Life must go on, and if you failed now, it doesn't make you a failure. That only teaches you a lesson to become better next time. So, don't brace yourself and believe in yourself because you will make it. So, if you are going to be having a successful English speaking exam journey, please do not hesitate to comment down below your experience. Remember, sharing your experience will definitely help other people. All right? Motivate them, inspire them, share your experience so they can learn from you. Okay, and if you do have some questions, please do not hesitate to send me a message on my Facebook page and on Instagram. The username will be linked down below. All right, that's at myenglishsensei.com. No, at myenglishsensei. And the website, if you want to know some other details about me, please check out my website at www.myenglishsensei.com. Once again, my name is Bettina, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!